Yo, yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another one. Hope all is well. Today is, like I said, an opportunity of a lifetime for Shedeur. I really don't like how they went about doing it, but um, he's going to have to. This is the route that Shedeur has to take um, in his introduction into the NFL. Now, he's fortunate because not a lot of quarterbacks in the history of the NFL that's been drafted that low get such an opportunity early. Usually the opportunity comes later on, a year two, year three, and things like that. And I'm going to share with you what somebody told me. I got another buddy of mine that I had just connected with. He played college football as well, and he played a little bit in Canada. He's a quarterback, and he gave me some insight on what he think the Browns is doing. So I'm going to share that with you today. On You're not going to believe what he said though, on what he think the Browns is actually doing. What's up? Oh shoot, let me cut this off. That is not what I wanted on right now. Um, he shedded some light on what he think that's actually going on with Shedeur, and he said that he doesn't think that they're going to let Shedeur go. He said the plan is. Let me just share it with you right now, and then I'm gonna get into what Stephen A. Smith said. Oh, thank you, Brown Girl 87. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Oh, also, what I may do later, I may do a watch party, but the only problem is I can't show the game because if I show the game, I'm gonna get copyrighted. Oh yeah, that's right, Girl. Yours was yesterday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my fellow Leo. And Coach Prime is tomorrow. His birthday is tomorrow. So Coach Prime should be getting an early birthday present with Shedeur having a big game. Before I get into what Stephen A. Smith said, let me share what somebody told me. He used to be a quarterback in Canada, and he also trained quarterbacks now, but he mainly trained quarterbacks in Canada. And let me just share with you what he said to me. He said that with Shedeur, he said they're not going to let him go. He said he believed that he said the only problem is he said that he's having here is that his evaluation process is not good. Oh man, they just let me know, so I'm gonna have to make this short. They said 10:15. This is he said their evaluation of him don't make any sense because he said if you're going to evaluate him, you're going to have to put him with the ones for a proper evaluation. The same thing Chad Johnson said as well. He said the same thing. He said if you're and Shannon Sharp said the same thing. If you're going to evaluate him, you have to evaluate him with the ones to see what he can do. The problem is they're not evaluating him properly because today's game, the starters are not playing. So the problem is the starters and he's not playing with the ones today. And Carolina is starting out with the ones and they're on their defense. So he said there's either two things. Either they're setting him up to fail, like everybody is saying, or they completely don't know what they're doing. And I'm like, wow, it's like what you're saying is kind of damning. He said it is. He said either they don't know what they're doing, or they're doing it on purpose, or they're setting him up to fail. Or number two, they're trying to make people think that he's not starting, and they're going to bring him along in the season because he said this is a great money making endeavor. He said traditional quarterbacks, you bring them along slowly, as opposed to these new hybrid quarterbacks, where they can run and stuff like that. Well, he can run too. I was telling him, I said, no. Shedeur can run. He said he can run. I said he can run. So he said he's kind of like a hybrid. I said, no, he's not a hybrid. He's a traditional quarterback, but he's not a statue. That's how I can best describe him. Thank you for the birthday. He's a he's a traditional quarterback, but he's not a statue. Tom Brady was a statue. I mean, he can run, but he's going to get hit. I mean, he's not going to run that fast. Actually, Tom Brady run faster now in his old age than he did in the combine. He actually runs faster. And Shedeur is he's faster than. So he can run, and he has. They trying to say the athletic ability. He does have athletic ability. He does have it. It's just that people that are watching him, maybe they didn't watch him properly. So thank you, Sir Ken. So he said, well, now that I know that, he said they're evaluating him. They're not evaluating him properly. And he said traditionally with fifth rounders, that's how they do it. They don't he said to properly evaluate him, you have to put him with the first team and the first team defense. That's how you properly evaluate him. And he said, well, what they did was they put him with the first team defense. They faced him. He said maybe they're trying to save a secret or something. He said that's the only thing else he could come up with. Other than that, he said they're not evaluating them properly. But he said other teams are though. That's what I wanted to tell you guys. He said other teams are evaluating them. And I heard what the Carolina Panthers coaches said about him. They said, damn, we wish we had him. Somebody on that Carolina team said that. Like, damn, they were in awe of him. So other teams are evaluating him, and it could be a possibility that the Browns are trying to use him as leverage. It could be that too. But any way you look at it, I'm just going off of what the experts are saying. When I say experts, I'm talking about people that actually played in the NFL, that actually got call ups to the NFL, even though they may not have made it, but they actually got in training camp at NFL or former NFL players. It's one thing for us to give our opinion, but I'm talking about Shannon Sharp and Chad Johnson hit different. They hit different. They know how this game works. So they're just not evaluating him properly, man. And but it's still an opportunity of a lifetime because he could more than likely be auditioning for another team. There's going to be a couple jobs that's come up that I believe that he can he will be suited for if need be, because they're not carrying 4 or 5 quarterbacks. They're not doing that. They're not. Somebody's going to get dropped. And Shedeur is not. I don't think he's not getting dropped, but they could use him as leverage. He's not getting dropped with all those jersey sales. He's just not. It's just at this point, if that happens, then it was a setup from the beginning. Then if I was the family, I would consult with a high-powered attorney, and I would try to get the Justice Department involved for possible collusion. At this point, I would literally have an investigation done at this point if that happens. But I don't think that's going to happen. Or maybe, I don't know, because you got to think about this for a second. It doesn't matter. I understand it's an opportunity of a lifetime, but at the same time, I can't forget what the owner said. He said this wasn't his pick. So you guys got to remember this. This came up from ownership. He said this wasn't his pick, and he let it be known. So there's something wrong here, and they're not letting him play with the. They don't. I don't think they want him here, man. I don't, because he's not getting any reps with the ones. I think he finally did, but I don't think he maybe. I don't know. I don't know what they did, but I don't think he got any reps with the ones. He's not playing with the ones because they're not playing. They don't care about him getting hurt. What else? Yeah, this is a bad. For me, it's an opportunity of a lifetime because other teams are watching. But as far as but the problem I'm having with that is other teams passed up on him. But maybe they see it now. Maybe they're like, damn, we were wrong on this one. So he is auditioning for other teams, but at the same time, it's not looking good, man. And I'm being real with you because I have to remember what the owner said. The owner said what he said. He said this wasn't his pick. Now, some people saying, well, Max, you have to look at it like this. He's leaving it up to the hands of the general manager. That's what he was saying. That's not what he said. No, that's not what he said, man. He said this wasn't his pick. He's never said this before. Never. Um, so like I said, we already know he's gonna have a good game. That's not what I'm worried about. It's just the situation where he's in. And I go back, you have to remember, you have to go to the top first. Who owns the team? Go to him first. What did he say? And the writing is on the wall already. They're not letting him play with the starters. Carolina is playing their starters against him. They are. Which I know he's going to do good against that first team defense. I know he is. So that's not the issue. Then now I want to know why. Like, why is this continue to happen? And the only thing I can think of is it has to be collusion. It has to be, and if he do get blackballed out of the league, they're gonna have to have lawyers. They're gonna get lawyers involved in this, and have the Justice Department get involved in this because collusion is illegal. It's a federal crime. They would have to have an active investigation done on this to see what happens. I'm pretty sure that will happen because Trump already said something. He would get the Justice Department involved in this one, the Department of Justice. Thank you, P Money. I appreciate you for the birthday wishes because this thing don't make no sense. Like you gotta have he gotta have opportunity with the first team offense. He has to. But normally, I understand normally a pick that low, he doesn't have the opportunity with the first team. He doesn't. But this is not a normal circumstance here. So again, like somebody told me, they said maybe they're trying to hide him. They're trying to hide him because they know they're going to use him. They're just trying to hide him. And they said when the practice is not, thank you, Rigo, when the practice is not open to the public, then they'll sneak him in with the ones. They say right now, they somebody told me they think they're hiding him because that's their best kept secret. So they're going to bring him along slowly and then start him. That's what somebody is saying. I don't believe that. You said Haslam made his Jalen Hurts money back through 12 jerseys. Yeah, he did actually. He made a lot of, well, no, you mean Deshaun Watson when he paid Deshaun all that money. Shedeur took his cut of it too, though. He took his cut. I don't know if this is also because we have to go back to the beginning. I don't know if the problem happened where he don't have a traditional agent. I don't know. I don't know what happened. I would love to know what happened. Like why they felt the need to I think they're colluding. That's my opinion. And I want to know why they felt the need to do that. But other than that, today is his opportunity, even though he's not playing with the first team and Carolina is playing with their first team defense on him. It's set up for him to fail. It is. It is set up for him to fail. But he's not going to fail, though. He's not going to fail. But it's set up for. So let's listen to this real quick because it hits different when other people say it. It really hit different when Chad and them were talking about it.
Sanders has to work his way up the depth chart, but he will start in the Browns preseason opener tomorrow against the Panthers. Sanders has gotten the fewest reps with the team starters so far at training camp in a very crowded quarterback room. Meanwhile, Anthony Richardson will start tonight versus the Colts in the first preseason game against the Ravens. Daniel Jones, the former Giants quarterback, will take over in the second half. Damien, I'll start with you. Who has more at stake in this preseason opener? Is it Anthony Richardson or Shedeur Sanders?
Yeah, I mean, for me, it's Anthony Richardson. He's embroiled in a true QB battle with Daniel Jones. And the one thing that we know about Anthony Richardson, he's uber talented, but he's a guy that hasn't been available. He completes 50% of his passes. That's not going to cut it if you're the Indianapolis Colts. He has to play better. He has to play better. The difference between this situation and Shedeur, I think most people in Cleveland believe that Joe Flacco is going to be the week 1 starter.
Let me stop right there. I agree with him on that. Joe Flacco is going to be the week 1 starter. Now, Anthony Richardson's situation is a little different because, like I said, you can't complete under 50% of your passes and think that you're going to be a starter. It's just not happening. It's just the competition is so great. Shedeur's situation, he got an OG ahead of him. He got Joe Flacco ahead of him. I'm more concerned about QB2. That's what I'm more concerned about because I feel like Shedeur is QB2. His ball, the way he's throwing it, everything, his mechanics, everything is looking good in practice. Everything's looking good, but people say, oh, he's playing with the 2s and 3s. But here's the thing. He's dominating the 2s and 3s. He's supposed to. He's supposed to dominate the 2s and the 3s because he's really a 1. That's why. And he's supposed to look like that. He's supposed to be looking like he's playing against high school kids because he's a professional. He's a number 1 draft pick. That's why. So he's supposed to be dominating, folks. He's supposed to be. But you got to go back to that owner. I'm telling that owner. He came out. See, because the owner's trying to say, if this don't work out, it ain't on me. It ain't on me. It ain't on me if this ain't working out. I don't know why they're not. I think, is it because he got so many sacks? Is that it? That's an easy fix. He needs protection. That's an easy fix. Easy fix. It's not that. It's not that. It's definitely not that. So, but let's continue here.
Okay, Shedeur Sanders is presented a huge opportunity to plant a seed in Kevin Stefanski's head that maybe I can be that guy at some point down the road. Mm-hmm. But Anthony Richardson is fighting for his life right now as a starting quarterback in the National Football League. Because think about this, Molly. They are paying the Indianapolis Colts, they are paying Daniel Jones more money than the Pittsburgh Steelers are paying Aaron Rodgers. I always say follow the money. The money will tell you what people think about a certain situation. They are paying Daniel Jones like this guy could legitimately be our starting quarterback. So to me, it's Anthony Richardson.
The money tells you that Daniel Jones is going to be their starter. To me, I think Anthony Richardson and that ship has sailed. 47.7 completion percentage. It's a small sample size, but he got off to such a horrible start. The leadership factor, the work ethic, all the stuff that's been reported out of Indianapolis, on top of the fact that they went out and got a quarterback they think can run the offense better. I think it's over for Anthony Richardson and Indy. I think their best chance to win is with Daniel Jones, which is why, for me, it's Shedeur. Because you have...
Let me say this real quick. Shedeur has a 70% completion percentage just in practice. Nobody else, all the other people that's ahead of him, guys, they need a higher percentage. They either need the equal percentage or higher percentage because they're not even throwing in a real game yet. Imagine when they throw in a real game, they're not going to be able to do it. They're not going to be able to cut the mustard. This is just practice. This is just light practice. They're not even tackling, and they can't even throw over 70%. That's a problem because when you get in a game, you're not going to throw over 70% in the game. Because the game is a lot faster and the game is a lot different. So if you can't get it right in practice, Cleveland is about to tank. They're getting ready to. You can't be throwing intercept. You got to be crisp in practice. You ain't even getting a game yet. Now, Joe Flacco hasn't thrown a interception. I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt because he did this 19 years. Kenny Pickett and Dylan Gabriel, I just don't know, man. Dylan ain't looking. He threw an interception. He threw it right to the guy. He threw it right. I looked at him when he threw the interception. He threw it right to him. Wait till the game. See, you know what's going to happen? They're going to have to put Dylan in a preseason game, man. They not going to sit up here and they're going to have to. Now, all of a sudden, he got a hamstring. No. And let's put Shedeur. I want to see him in, too. I want to see what he can do as well. Since they've already sold on him. I'm not sold on him. They're getting ready to tank. Let me tell you this what's going to happen. I'm going to get what Stephen A is saying. If they start that season off 1-3, the dog pound is going to start calling Shedeur's name. They're going to start calling it. Let them start 0-2 and 0-3, 0-4. They're gonna need to make some changes. And you know what they're gonna do? They're gonna put Dylan in and they're gonna stink up the joint.
Six quarterbacks under contract right now in Cleveland. They're not going to keep six quarterbacks on the roster all year long. And you don't have the pressure to go out and win this starting job. All you have to do, you asked for an opportunity. This team passed on you again and again and again in the draft till they got him in the 5th round. To be able to go out and show, even without the first team reps, I can operate the offense. I can make it look clean. I can deal with sudden change because I think personally, I know that how you feel about preseason games. And I feel the same way. I'm allergic to bad football. But these are opportunities to learn, how does he handle if his headset goes out? How does he handle if he fumbles the ball away? What's he doing with his teammates on the sideline to keep them locked in, to show leadership, to keep them encouraged? Those are things that this coaching staff has to see to know the answer to our 25-year quarterback conundrum is in the building, without the pressure of him trying to go win that job week 1, because I think Joe Flacco certainly is the best option that they have, and he's going to get a lot of snaps. Tyler Huntley's backing him up. There's 2 other quarterbacks that are injured right now between Dylan Gabriel and Kenny Pickett. This is the opportunity he's been clamoring for a really long time. So for him to finally take advantage of that, I think will go a very long way, not just in terms of the depth chart, but for him long-term in the eyes of the franchise.
Well, I get where you're coming from. Both answers.
So let me give you the ages of everybody. Shedeur is the baby. So Deshaun is 30. Joe Flacco is 40. Kenny Pickett is 27. Tyler Huntley is 27. Dylan Gabriel is 25. And Shedeur is the youngest one in. He's 23. Just to let y'all know that. So Dylan has been in college 6 years.
Are legit. In the case of Anthony Richardson, my condolences to you, brother. We're on live national television having a conversation about Daniel Jones starting ahead of you. I mean, that's just the ultimate indictment. I mean, it just is. I mean, the fact that you're a high draft pick, you're a top 5 pick, and you end up in a situation in your 3rd year or so in the league, and we're looking at you and we're saying Daniel Jones. That's just bad. It's just bad. That's number one. So we get that out the way. But I'm going to answer this question by saying Shedeur Sanders. And I'm going to tell you why. I think he's being set up to fail. That's right. I'm going to say it.
Okay.
Here we are on national television, right? There's been 11 practices, if I remember correctly. He's been starting against he's been playing against the 3rd unit. He's 4th on the depth chart. And then suddenly you throw him into the start lineup and he hasn't had any reps with the first team at all. Think about that. So you're just gonna throw him to the wolves like that, huh? I mean, you know, if he had first team snaps in practice, I don't say that, but he doesn't, and then all of a sudden he's starting tomorrow night. It's like you want him to fail.
It hit different now. You seeing him saying it, right? It's hitting different now. I don't care what nobody say. This is not a good thing. That's an opportunity of a lifetime, but it's coming with shit with it. It's like somebody don't gave you some roses, but a bunch of bees in it. That's what it seemed like. That's what it seems like here. This is something is up. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you for the birthday wishes. Something's up here. I could see if he got some first team reps. I could see that. He ain't getting no first team reps. They putting him out there now. All of a sudden, everybody injured. They want him to fail, yo. They want to embarrass him tonight. But guess what? He's not going to embarrass. He's not going to be embarrassed tonight. He's not. He's not. He's not. They want to embarrass him, man. That's what's happening. It's happening right before our eyes, but they're trying to pull a Jedi mind trick on us. This is not a good thing, what's happening. It's not. Everybody's telling me that used to play football is telling me this. Everybody. They said, nah, yo, this is not it. And the crazy part about it is teams around the league, everybody's watching. And they're like shaking their head about it. They said, why are they doing this to him? Even some of the players don't know, like, what happened, what went wrong. Because what they said that happened in the Giants meeting didn't happen. Somebody lied about it. It didn't happen. He didn't have his headphones on in the meeting when he met with the team. That didn't happen. But I want all the players to listen up. This could be you next. They're trying to exercise their power here. You guys need to all come together and collectively. You guys are supposed to have a players union, right? You guys have to collectively come together and say that this can't happen. Y'all know he's a #1 draft pick, man. He's a first-round draft pick. Everybody knows this. Okay? Everybody knows this. You guys have to come stick together now. They're getting ready to blackball this kid out the league. And that could be you. That could easily be you if you do something they don't like. Just like what Jerry Jones is trying to do right now with Micah Parsons. He wanted to talk to Micah Parsons on his own. No, Micah said, no, you need to talk to my lawyer, man. You need to talk to my agent. They trying to do whatever they want to do with us, but they treat the other people differently, if you know what I mean. They do. They never treat Johnny Football like this. Johnny Football had a much more checkered past. I don't care what Johnny Football is saying now. I remember what they were saying about him and how he fucked up his opportunity. You players need to come together. You guys are seeing what's going on here. I don't care what the Giants players are saying, like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Y'all need to say something. Y'all need to say something because there's obviously, I think, is collusion going on here. Y'all need to do something because this is not right. This is like only a certain few of you even make it to the NFL. He's a part of y'all collective now. You said, I think Miles going to give that O-line a talking to. That O-line, bro. He's not with the first team O-line. He's not with the first team O-line, man. He's not with the first team O-line, man. Okay? He's not. He's going to be with the second and third, fourth O-line. That's what he's going to be with. But the good thing about that is some of them want to make that team, so they have to have a good showing.
Accusing the coaches of doing this. I'm not accusing the GM of doing this, but that owner, Mr. Haslam, that's a different animal right there. Mr. $230 million guaranteed deal to Deshaun Watson. And then he going to come out this time around. I had nothing to do with this pick. I didn't have anything to do with it. I mean, that wasn't me. That was GM Barry. That wasn't me. The owner sitting up there. It wasn't me. Wasn't me. Yo, it wasn't me. That's what he was saying. And I'm saying, really? That's what we're doing now? That's what you're doing? You're trying to disassociate yourself from a quarterback that's on your roster at this particular moment in time. You give him no first team reps. He's been working out with the third team, and then you just going to throw him in there for the opening preseason.
Let me play devil's advocate.
Sure.
Isn't that the job every week of a backup quarterback? Backup quarterbacks never get first team reps. But if a quarterback goes down, you are required to go into the game and operate at a high level in the game. So that's I think that to me, that's number one. That's number one.
I need to throw a question at you, but go ahead.
Go ahead.
No. What I'm saying is, you being a champion, you playing in this league, I understand the job of a backup. Mm-hmm. But this situation is different. This is a guy that was projected to be a top 3 quarterback in the draft. He fell to the 144th pick as a 5th round pick. It was universally recognized that it extended beyond the field of play as to why his stock plummeted. he gets picked up by Cleveland. I'm simply saying, if you look at the kind of circumstances that Shedeur Sanders has had to embrace, and on top of it all, you haven't exposed him to any first-team reps. And in the first time he's going to see anything comparable to that is in his first ever preseason game. I'm just saying that looks very suspicious.
I would say this. I think, number one, we have to start throwing out the whole pre-draft process as it relates to Shedeur Sanders, because the bottom line is with him, he's a fifth-round quarterback, fourth on the depth chart. I would make a case for Shedeur Sanders in this. You've been presented with a unique opportunity.
I agree with that.
A unique opportunity. I don't look at it as he's been.
Let me just say this real quick. Yes, he's been presented with a unique opportunity, because I've never seen a fifth-round pick get this many snaps in a preseason game. They lucky if they only get 1 or 2 or 3 snaps. They lucky if they do that. So this is the reason why this is a unique. Listen, again, I have never seen a fifth-round, sixth-round pick get that many snaps. Now, yes, I have. Yes, I have. In the past, it was Tom Brady. He worked his way up to where he was getting snaps. It was Tom Brady that actually, I do remember it. It was Tom Brady. He did work his way up and to get those many snaps. And then he became the second starting quarterback. He became QB2. And then when Drew Bledsoe got hurt against the Jets, when Mo Lewis took him out, Tom Brady came in. So it was Tom Brady. He actually did get those reps, right? But in this situation, right, the reason why he's getting all these reps, because he's not a fifth-round pick. He's actually was projected higher than Tom Brady at that level of the game. He was projected higher. Tom Brady wasn't projected as a first-round pick. This situation, he was projected as a first-round pick. He was projected. Did you know he was projected as a first-round pick his first year at Colorado? After he completed his first year at Colorado, he could have went to the draft at that point. He was projected as a first-round pick then. Even though, and then I have to look at it like this. I looked at it from every angle. Even though you're projected, there's been a lot of people that's been projected to go in the first round and slip to the second and third round, but not the fifth round. I have never seen somebody projected that high to fall to the fifth round. Never seen it. It's happened a couple times before, but usually it means off the field incidents that's happened. I don't even think Lawrence Phillips fell that far. Rest in peace to him. I don't even think he fell that far. And he had a lot of off the field issues. Johnny Football didn't fall that far. And he had a lot of off the field issues. Okay. I'm going through people that had off the field issues that went into the draft. They didn't fall that far. Some did. There's been a few that has fall. Aaron Hernandez fell pretty far. Aaron Hernandez did. Rest in peace to Aaron Hernandez. But he fell that far. He didn't fall that far. Actually, even Aaron didn't fall that far. Hold on, let me see. What round? Let's see. Let me see how. Okay. Yes, he did. He fell. Yes, Aaron Hernandez. He was a projected first round pick because of his off the field issues. He fell to the fourth round. But guess what happened with Aaron, though, when he got in training camp, though? He got first team reps. When Aaron got to training camp, he got first team reps. So, yes, it's happened because of other issues on why you fall. Because you could get projected as first round, but it has to be something in your character for you to fall that far. And here's the thing about him. I never seen like they need to be honest with us. What happened? They could easily see, guys. The only reason why I know there had to be some type of collusion, in my opinion, because if it was something about his skill set, they could easily say it. We just don't think that he's a first round pick. He took too many sacks. He held on to the ball too long. He didn't. He took a long time to get the ball out of his hands. None of them are saying that. None of them are saying that. That's how I know it was something else. None of them are saying it. The Giants could have easily said, "Well, I know that he's a good quarterback, but we're scared to take him because he took too many sacks." That I could be okay with. I'm like, okay, he did take a lot of sacks. He did hold on to that ball. That I can understand. They're not saying it. Like, they need to come out and say, the owner could have said, well, I wasn't sold on him because, damn, he took a lot of sacks in college. You know what I'm saying? He held on to that ball, man. I'm not sure if he's a good player or not. Then I can accept it. Now all Shedeur has to go out there now and prove them wrong. Because we already knew what the problem was. He needed more protection. He didn't have the protection Dylan Gabriel had. Dylan Gabriel had an offensive lineman that got drafted in the second or third round, or the second round. He had a couple offensive linemen get drafted. Thank you, celebrity. He had a couple offensive linemen get drafted. Shedeur didn't. Name one offensive lineman that got drafted that Shedeur had on the offensive line. I'll wait. Which one? They were all young. Seaton is young. He not there yet. He's young. He got 2 more years. And I'm not knocking his offensive line, but the team wasn't established enough yet to have an offensive line like Notre Dame. Like an offensive line like what Dylan Gabriel had. You know what I'm saying? At over there. Or an Alabama offensive line. He didn't have a Caden Proctor. Actually, he does. He has something close. He has Jordan Seaton. He had Jordan Seaton. But he didn't have the Texas offensive line. He didn't have that. But I'm telling you, if he had that, it'll be different. So if they had came out to me and said, hey, listen, the reason why we weren't sold on him is because he held on to that ball too long. He took too many sacks. We felt like some of the sacks he took on purpose. They should have said that. Then I would have been okay with it. I'm like, okay, so pretty much Shedeur has to take the Tom Brady route. The Tom Brady route is, even though you got drafted low, you're getting first team reps anyway. That's what happened with Tom Brady. He got drafted so low, but he moved up. He quickly moved up. It's almost like when he became when he got drafted, his body changed. It's almost like he became a different person overnight. It's almost like Tom Brady went into the phone booth like Superman. The only other person that gives me that vibe is Ken Dorsey. If anybody remember Ken Dorsey at the University of Miami. He go into the damn phone booth and he turns into a damn super quarterback. And he don't look like one. He don't look like one. But Shedeur looks the part, though. These guys didn't look like quarterbacks. But when they put that uniform on, when Ken Dorsey put that uniform on, god damn, Ken. He's a quarterback. University of Miami had another quarterback like that. It was a brother. He was real skinny. I forget his name right now. Real skinny dude. But when he put the uniform on, he turned into a super quarterback. Actually, Shedeur has the same thing. He's when he interacting with the kids, signing autographs, that's not Shedeur the football player. When he put that helmet on, you see how he looks right there in that picture? That's how he looks. He's really locked in. So I know he's like that. But he should be getting first team reps at this point. I mean, he's outplaying everybody. And I know what they're saying. Well, he's playing against the 2s and the 3s. He's supposed to be dominating them. He's supposed to be. He's supposed to not have any interceptions against the 2s and 3s because he's a professional. So, you don't have to worry about them throwing the game because he's going to actually go in there and do really well. He actually is because he's a professional. He was actually groomed to play this position. He had a lot of opportunity when he was younger to be where he is now. He had more opportunity than the average person. I mean, not a lot of people can say that Jeff Blake trained them and taught them how to throw. Not a lot of people can say that. Not a lot of people have the opportunity to be coached by Jeff Blake. So he's learned a lot of things over the years. And he's been around Tom Brady. So he had to have learned something from him. Now, here's another thing that I think was in Tom Brady's mind about Shedeur. He needs to say it. If Tom, listen to me. If anybody get this to him, if you say it, we're not going to be mad at you. But just say it because you've already said it. If you feel like he's not working hard enough, just let us know that. We're not going to be mad at you because you've already said it. You said he need to be in the film room. That's what you said. You said that before. And I know you weren't joking when you said it. Because when Shedeur was talking about cars, you said, the hell with cars. You need to be in your playbook. You just tell us that. If that's the reason why you didn't want to draft him, if you feel like he's not, if he too Hollywood, just let us know. We're not going to be mad at you. But we need some answers on why he fell this low. If you guys feel like everything has been given to him, if you feel like he's a rich kid and everything's been given to him, that's all y'all got to say. And then we'd be like, okay, cool. So it's easy for him to prove himself now because we know he's not like that. But the NFL has not given no reason on why. I mean, well, the Browns, nobody's given no reason why he's being treated like this. That's why this is concerning. All they got to do is say, nah, man, we feel like he too Hollywood. We feel like, because he's sitting here with all these cars and shit, we feel like he's a spoiled rich kid. That's what we feel like. Well, then just say that. Just say that. Then it's easy for him to prove himself because he's not like that. I don't even know him personally and know he's not like that. Not all them damn hits he took and stayed in the fucking game. You know, he's not like no regular rich kid. Because a regular rich kid would have told his dad to take me the fuck out this game. I'm talking about the first year. It's not funny, but I'm talking about the first year he was at Colorado. When Tank just released his hands and then let him get sacked, yo. I'm talking about that time. When he just released and let that guy tee off on him. If it was me, I was like, Dad, you taking me out the game before I get killed, man. You taking me out the game. All Tom has to do is say, look, I don't think Shedeur is working hard enough. I don't think he's watching enough film. That's all he had to say because he said it already. He said it. He literally said that right in front of Shedeur's face, in front of Coach Prime. You need to be in that playbook. He said that. He need to say it. Ain't nobody going to be mad at him if he say that because now we understand why you didn't want to draft him. Okay, so Shedeur, just prove him wrong. See, he should know him well enough. Yo, so you said speaking of Tank, he was playing for the Ravens. Now you're proving my point, Joseph. How the fuck is he an NFL offensive tackle and he let Shedeur get sacked like that? I believe he did that shit on purpose. I told y'all you said I remember Tank. No, he's not big for nothing. No, he's not. He can actually play. He can actually play, dog. He's not big for nothing. He can play. It's just something fell out in that locker room. They might have felt. I'm gonna tell y'all something else, guys. What I think was also the problem. When Coach Prime, when he first met with that Colorado team, and he said, "Don't worry, we already got a quarterback already, so don't even worry about that." And then some of them players' scholarships got taken away, and he got dropped off the team. That marked him as well. He got marked. I could see if he went to a HBCU and did it. Nuh-uh. He went to what they call it? What they call them kind of schools? Not HBC. They call it something else. Something about all white. I forget what you call those type of schools. He went to that school and did it. He took some of them white kids' scholarships away. He sure did. That marked him. I said it. I made a video on it. I said they not going a PWI. He went to a PWI See, let me tell y'all something real quick with parents. Some of those parents couldn't afford that education. And everybody is not athlete students. Some are student athletes. Some of those scholarships got taken away because he said, "What do you think I'm going to do?" He said, "You guys only won one game." He said, "They already fired the coaching staff." He said, "Who you think is next?" The parents didn't like that, man. That marked him. I'm telling you, it did. It marked him. I had made a video on it. I said that marked him. Now, he was in a lose-lose situation. You know why I say that? If he only won one game within the past 4 years, he would be on the chopping block as well, correct? They didn't like how he got rid of all those players. That was the first time that's ever happened. Actually, the second time, the USC coach did something similar, but a lot of people went to the transfer portal. It's not the first time, but it's the first time of that magnitude how he did it, how he let all those people go. And that marked him. I believe so. I believe it marked him. They feel like these people, like, they're not humble. And that's how they treat us. They like, we got to be humble. We got to be this. We got to be that. That's what marked them, man. I believe they didn't like it. And I believe they feel like Shedeur has never worked for nothing. They felt as though he's never worked for the quarterback position. So he's not going to come to my team and just automatically be a starter. He's never worked for nothing. That's what they believe. That's the only thing I can think of, because they're not saying that it's his skill set. They're not saying that. They could easily say he held on to the ball too long and he took too many sacks. They're not saying that. They're not. This ain't got nothing to do with his skills. That's how I know this is why they treat him this way. As far as I'm concerned, they don't even want him in the league, fam. As far as I'm concerned, this is setting him up for failure. You know, he take one hit tonight, his career is over. One hit, his career is over. And they'll do just like this. Move on to the next one. But that's not going to happen to him, though. It's some type of divine intervention going on. Because why? He's actually a good kid. They're going after his father. They're not going after him. But I'm telling you, that marked him, yo. With the white power structure, they didn't like him coming there taking all the white kids' scholarships away. I'm just telling y'all this. I'm being real with you. I'm being real with you. Now, I said it marked him. I said it. This marked him. He got marked. You know what they wanted him to do? It's okay to let a few go. They wanted him to keep that team intact, let Shedeur be the quarterback, bring some people in, and let a few people go. Not all those people let go. They didn't want that. Because there was a lot of people that was hanging on to their scholarships, and that ain't got them no more. There's a lot of people that stuck in that transfer portal. They're not there no more. There's a lot of people that Colorado faithful love. They're not there no more. They're not there no more. That marked them. He's still not getting the money he's supposed to get at Colorado, man. I think this is what marked them, man. And they feel like Shedeur hasn't earned it, which he has earned it. Let me tell y'all something real quick, right? It doesn't matter if his dad was the coach. How did he perform at the power? How did he perform when he performed? Did his numbers go up every year? The answer is yes. His numbers did go up. He actually threw for a lot of yards. He actually was in the running for the Heisman Trophy. If this was just nepotism, he would not be in the running for the Heisman Trophy because he wouldn't be that good enough. But he is good enough. That's what's saving this situation at this point. He actually is good enough. He actually is. If he wasn't good enough, then I will sit here and tell you. But he is actually good enough because he was in the running for the Heisman Trophy. Okay? He was in the running. He puts a lot of work in. He's actually trying to separate himself. He is. He told his dad not to come to the camp. He's trying to separate himself now. He got to. There's the only way he's going to save his career. Because if his father step in and start being vocal, he's out of here. He's out of the league. Done. He'll be out of the league this year. I'm telling you, I know somebody that worked for a team. They said he'll be out of the league this year. That's how much bad taste they got for this situation. He'll be out of the league this year. I'm telling you, he'll be out. They don't give a fuck if he throw for 600 yards tonight. They don't give a fuck. This is something else personal going on. I think it's personal. They be like, look, Daddy, stay out of it. We got him now. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. Stay out of it. Because they felt like he ain't worked for nothing. He's and quite frank, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. He never had a quarterback competition. Never. This is his first quarterback competition, and it's not his fault. It ain't his fault. He was afforded the opportunity he was afforded. You know how they say we need fathers around, but then when you do have fathers around, people are complaining, like they complain about LeVar Ball, because they don't want fathers around. That's why they don't. They don't want fathers around. But he had his father around. And it just so happened that his father had the resources to coach him. Who's better to coach him? One of the greatest to ever play the game or somebody else, man? That's not his fault. And I know Coach Prime said, well, he's had different offensive coordinators. No, that's not good enough. That's not good enough to them. I'm being real with you. I'm telling you what's being said. That's not good enough to them. Because Coach said it. He said all this bull junk. He said, what you mean he came into the team unprepared with headphones on? He's had 3 different coordinators. They don't care about the 3 or 4 different coordinators. They don't care about that. They want you out of it. They want him out of it. I'm telling y'all this was happening. Because you know why? They're not saying that it's Shedeur's skill set. That's the problem. It's not his skill set. He's just the same as Cam Ward. It's the same. They're like twins. They're the same. Shedeur could easily be in Cam Ward position right now in Tennessee. Easily. But it's something personal going on, and I think that's what it is. They don't like that braggadocio shit. And you might say to yourself, the braggadocio shit is with every player. Every player is braggadocio, right? But it's something with Coach Prime, and Coach Prime mentioned, he said it. He said, if he had let them tell him he was great, he probably wouldn't have a problem right now. But he told himself he was great. Coach Prime had a love-hate relationship with the media ever since he was a player at Atlanta. I know, I remember. I remember when he dumped that word on the announcer. I remember that. He's always had a love-hate relationship. Now it's trickling over to Shedeur. It's not trickling to Shiloh. It's not trickling to Shiloh. It's trickling to Shedeur. Ain't that something? If you're not sure of the discussion, rewind back. And I can't tell you what it is because I'm almost about done anyway. I'm 52 minutes in. You got to rewind back. Thank you for joining. I'm just being real on why Shedeur is in this position. The Browns are not going to let Shedeur go. They're not going to let him go. They know that he can play. Trust me, they do know. But they still setting him up for failure because he didn't have no first team reps, and they're putting him in with the first team dogs with Carolina. That's what they're doing. But guess what's going to happen? He's so good that he's gonna be good with the first team defense anyway. He's even if he's playing with third team and 4 stringers, Shedeur's a leader. What did he say in that huddle in practice? If you heard it, he says, "Let's get in the end zone. Let's set the tone." He's a leader. He's a leader. So guess what they're going to do, guys, tonight? They're going to set the tone, and they're going to get some touchdowns. That's what's going to happen. Now, let me put this out there. Since they're beefing with Anthony Richardson, why don't they bring Shedeur there then if they can't go with Anthony Richardson? Well, why don't the Colts go get Shedeur then? Because they need him. They need him. The Saints potentially needs him. Okay, I already know the Jets need him. I already know this because our quarterback right now has a dislocated toe. I already know Shedeur is needed with the Jets. I've already know this. There's 3 teams right now that needs him, and they're watching. They're watching. So all that stuff about him can't play, that's thrown out the window. We know that Shedeur can play now. because he's killing the second, third, and fourth string. He's supposed to because he's a professional. He's supposed to be on first string. That's why he's killing. You're supposed to dominate. What did Coach Prime say in practice? If you can't dominate practice, you can't dominate the game. He's already dominating him because he's not a second and third stringer. That's why. So yes, it's an opportunity of a lifetime because he might be auditioning for other teams. Okay, let the Browns go with Gabriel and whatever they're doing with. Let him go to Indianapolis. The reason why Indianapolis didn't pick Shedeur because they didn't need him. They have a quarterback, but now they actually need him now because they're like, wait a minute, you know how things are working out. The Saints passed up on Shedeur because they didn't need him, but they didn't realize that their quarterback was going to retire. Their quarterback retired after the draft. He retired on him. So now that they have a situation, maybe they can get Shedeur as well. Because some of these people that passed on him, yeah, wherever he's going, we going. Some of these teams that passed on him, they had kind of a quarterback situation going on. Now some of them need him. The Jets need him too. I mean, that quarterback has a dislocated toe. We can need him coming as QB2 right now. We need him now. Okay, we need him now. We don't need him yesterday. We need him now. We need him potentially for opening day right now. And I guarantee you, if whoever he plays for opening day, he's not going to relinquish that. He's going to stay the starter like Brady did. He's in a Brady position. He's actually QB1, and the Browns know this. So and the reason why it's a problem with the Browns is because what that owner said. Stephen A is saying the same thing.
And set up to fail. I'm looking at you being given an opportunity to go out there and put your best foot forward in an uncomfortable situation. If Shedeur Sanders goes out here on national television, and trust me, there are going to be a bunch of eyeballs on that game. If Shedeur Sanders goes out here and ball, do you know what that's going to do for him?
That's going to do wonders for him.
It's going to do wonders.
I'll let you go, Courtney. Just to be clear, I am in no way saying that Shedeur Sanders should have any attitude different than what you articulated.
Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Yes, it's an opportunity, but I don't like how they're giving it to him. But yes, it's an opportunity because if he go out there and ball, the Colts have been like, wait a minute, we got a situation over here. We're not sure about Anthony Richardson and the other guy. Let us have him. Just, you know what I would say if I was a coach? Just let him go. Just drop him so we can go get him. Just drop him, please. But you know what the Browns will, no, we want to trade him. They're going to want to trade him. Okay, they're going to want something for Shedeur. They're not going to just let him go and they ain't get nothing for him. They know he's a first rounder. They know this. No, you got to give me something. No, just drop him. He's fourth string. Just drop him. No, we're not dropping him. He's not a regular fourth stringer. So that's what's happening. So he going to kill it tonight. I'm just telling you this. It's going to be the most watched game, right? He's going to kill it. And the other teams are going to be calling. They already calling probably. So that's what's happening. The only thing Shedeur ever needed in his career was protection. That's all he needed. Guys, you don't throw for over 3,000 yards for no reason. You're not a runner-up for the Heisman Trophy for no reason. You don't win the Johnny Unitas Award for no reason. Okay? I'm just telling you this. You don't do that for no reason if you can't play. He can play. This kid is a serious baller. Tonight, what you're going to see tonight is, I've already know it. I just put out in the universe. He is going to kill it. He's going to kill. I heard somebody at the practice, they overheard one of the coaches on the opposing team, what they said. You know what they said? They wish they had him. They said that. They wish, damn, why can't we have him? That's what they said. That's what they said, man. One of the coaches said this. Damn, why is he ain't on our team? The fuck? The reason why he's not on their team because they ain't need a quarterback. That's why. Now they're saying, damn, why he ain't on our team? Whatever opportunity he gets, he's going to kill it. Because I guarantee you, whether it's a second or third string offensive line, they sure as hell is better than what he had. I guarantee you that. And he's going to kill it. He's going to kill it. The NFL game, even though the game is going to be faster than practice, it's slower than the NCAA football. It's a lot slower, and it's going to benefit him. He already knows the playbook. Look how he's looking. Look how serious he's looking. This kid is a winner. Yeah, let them lose with Dylan, and let my man come to the Jets, man. I know what y'all gonna say. Thank you, Chris. Like, look, I know what you got, Max. Not the Jets, man. Not with if he comes to New York, he ain't leaving New York. I'm just letting y'all know this. He's not leaving New York. And the Jets are trying to build a team. They are. We got a lot of nice players there. We are trying to build a team now, finally, that's contending. We're trying. You know what I'm saying? Shedeur, you look good in that green uniform, Shedeur. Yeah, you would. You look good. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, he would have looked good in that Giants uniform too, but they tripping. So that's what's happening, man. Shout out to Shedeur, man, for getting it done, getting his opportunity tonight, and I will be back for that because he is going to kill it. I'm telling y'all this, he's going to kill it. Let me see something. Yeah, he's going. Yeah, he going guys. Everybody know this is exciting because we know the kid can ball, and yeah, man, it's gonna be a real good thing, man, because we already seen what he's doing in practice, and I've already heard with Carolina. I don't think he realized what's his name was being mic'd up. I heard him say it. Yeah, I wish we had him, man. God damn, they looking at how he throwing the ball. He's throwing missiles out there. They're like, what the fuck? They're like, man, we need that. He throwing Michael Vick missiles. That's how he's throwing it. It looks like how he throws the ball. Like it's just missiles are being launched. Hold on 1 second. Damn it. Okay. He's throwing missiles, so everybody see it. Like, all right, maybe they evaluating them too. They could be. They like, wait a minute, man. We might have to look into this one. But for sure, Browns is like, I don't anticipate them letting them go. I at some point this season they're gonna start them because I don't see them starting on the season. I don't see them above 500 by week 4. I don't see it. Maybe win one game. They could be 1-4 starting the season out. Maybe 0-4. But at some point he's going in. But this is an opportunity of a lifetime. I just don't like how they did it and how they're going about doing it. I guess they feel like he ain't earned nothing. I don't know. He did earn it because you're not a runner-up for the Heisman Trophy if you didn't earn it. He was a runner-up for the Heisman Trophy. You can go look. He was in the top 10. And he actually helped somebody win the Heisman Trophy. He's the only quarterback that could say he helped him win the Heisman Trophy. He helped him win it. He gave him all the opportunity and the reps. I mean, the plays to go get it. Travis wouldn't have won the Heisman without him. And in fact, it was all through Coach Prime because of the other teams wouldn't allow him to play both sides as frequently as he did. It was Coach Prime through his tutelage that this happened. That's why he went with Coach Prime, because Coach was going to let him fly. He gave him wings and let him fly, man. That's how this had went down. He lets me, if you want to do it, he lets you do it until you can't do it. But Travis did it. And Shedeur threw that rock to him. And another thing is that play with LeJohntay Wester, what they calling a Hail Mary. It wasn't a Hail Mary. When I saw him do that, I said, oh, shit. I started thinking about the Jets in my mind at that point. Everybody remembered. I said, man, he need to come to the Jets. We need him. Him doing shit like that, we need him. But people said, nah, Max, not the Jets. Yeah, I get you, not the Jets. But when I saw him do that, he rolled to his left and did it. I was like, yeah, this kid is special. And it was other plays, too, that I noticed. That it was in the Celebration Bowl when he threw it to Travis to tie the game up. How he threw that missile to him only where Travis could catch it. I said, yeah, this kid, not only do he got an arm, his placement is on the money. It's like a laser. I was like, I knew it right then and there. I saw it doing in that play. When he tied it up to Travis. He put it right where Travis only could catch it. He did the same thing for LeJohntay Wester. He gonna kill it tonight, y'all. He for sure is. It's gonna be a spectacle. He is going to kill it. It's gonna put pressure on that organization to do one or two things. Either they're gonna have to bump him up or they're gonna have to negotiate with another team. But they can't negotiate because the dog pound gonna be mad. So I don't think they letting him go. The dog pound gonna be mad. You saw how that kid put the dog pound chain on him. He said, here, and Shedeur said, here, he tried to give it back to the kid. The kid said, no, that's yours. He's like, you sure? He said, yeah, it's yours. They crowned him. He's now a dog. That's what that kid did. You in the dog pound. You with us. You know what I'm saying? They can't let him go. Not what he did with the community and all that stuff. He's the best thing that happened to that community, man. I ain't seen not one player visit the trenches yet. Not one. Not even Myles Garrett. Not one. They go with him to the trenches. Not one. So I don't care about these other players, man. They lucky to have him. Okay? They lucky to have him there. Eventually, you know what he's going to get? He's going to get one of them patches on his jersey. You know, the Walter Payton patch that when you have all that community stuff, you get that patch on your jersey. He's going to eventually get one. This what he did was beyond football when he went out there and touched the community like that. How the kids get along with him. If kids accept you, you got some light on you if kids accept you. The kids are accepting him. That's how you know. I'm gonna leave you with that. But guys, there's divine intervention going on. God got him now. He's in God's hands. Tonight, he's in God's hands. So I am going to enjoy. He's in God's hands. And my mother said that. She said, no, God got him. He's in God's hands. For him to go touch the community like that, this is beyond football what he's doing. How the kids accept him like that, yeah, that's beyond football. He's just going to go out and do what he's been doing. He's going to have some fun tonight. That's what he's going to do. He gonna have, and don't think he can't audible it up and change some audibles like he paid Manning, because I saw him doing it in practice. So yeah. So let's see. We're gonna watch him have fun tonight, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I might come back for that, or I might just sit and watch it. I just need to watch it, I think. But shout out to Shedeur, man. He getting an opportunity, which we all knew he was gonna get. And there's divine intervention going on. And he's definitely going, because I've never seen a 5th round pick going to play damn near the whole game. Never seen this before. But it's going to be good, though. Shout out to you guys. I will catch you on the next one. Coach Prime, my birthday is today. Coach Prime birthday is tomorrow. So he getting an early birthday present. Shiloh, he made the team already. You know how I know? Because the coach Bowles said that he has a great opportunity to make the team. For him to say that, that means he made the team. So Shiloh definitely on the team. Yeah, he's doing good out there where he's at, actually. He said he got some more tests to pass in preseason and he should be good. But he said he's where he needs to be, in the field, and then they like what he's doing. Yeah, this is coming out party, Sir Ken. It's officially Shedeur coming out party. Thank you, CC. He's meant to do that. He looks like a quarterback. He throws like Jeff Blake. Now I know why he throw like Jeff Blake, because Jeff coached him on the long ball. Because he throws just like him. He reminds me of him a little bit too. That's saying a lot. Jeff Blake was pretty good. But yeah, it's his coming out party, man. It's the most watched. Shedeur coming out under center. It's going to be crazy. That's going to be crazy. Yeah, LeJounte is on the team for sure. He probably going to be playing special teams too. Yep, he for sure on the team. We already know Jimmy on the team. We already know that. Already know Jimmy on the team. We'll see Jimmy in action tonight too. That's if they play him. They might play him just 1 or 2 series. That'll be it. If you blink, you might miss Jimmy. I don't want to get him hurt. But yeah, he'd definitely be out there. But everybody came to see Shedeur tonight. That's where everybody, even the team's watching. You say you lost your screen for LeJounte last night. He has good separation ability. So he's made for that. Kind of remind me of Deshaun Jackson a little bit. With his separation ability. Deshaun was really good at it. I remember when, Deshaun and Michael Vick was hooking up. That was magic. But yeah, man, Shedeur is gonna be, he's gonna be on point. You're gonna definitely lose your voice tonight with Shedeur. Definitely. He gonna play all the way to halftime. Damn near the whole game. Because the other quarterback, I think they say trying to get him ready now. But he at least gonna be playing to halftime. Man, that's what we've been waiting for. Yeah, you're gonna lose it over Shedeur tonight. And you're gonna lose it when he's in the red zone. He run for a touchdown, start doing the Dion. He start then, but I don't want him to do that. I want him to go jump in the dog pound. That's what I want. No, actually, where they playing at? They playing in Cleveland, right? I would like to see him jump in the dog pound. Go jump in the dog pound one time when you run it in. He gonna run one in. I'm just telling y'all this. If he gets in the red zone and he get daylight, he's running it in. That's what he's gonna do. He's running it in. But for sure, he gonna throw one tonight. For sure. For sure. It's like a movie being scripted and right in front of our face. He said hits the TD cell. Yeah, if he do that, he just jump in the dog pound one time. Who cares about getting a flag at this point? Just jump in the dog pound, man. Because once he do that, Cleveland officially is on notice. They got a problem. Because the fans gonna want to see him. They gonna want to see him, man. But guys, I'll catch you guys later. Y'all enjoy. If I don't see you, enjoy the game. All right, y'all.